Hi there, everyone. If you're watching this video, you are comparing Siteground and thinking whether it's a good hosting services. Okay, I've been using Siteground for many years. I've moved from other hosting services to Siteground, and I tried a couple of them, and I stay with Siteground. So definitely, I can say on my behalf that there's some benefit from it. There's some things that you may not like it, which what I can thing, which is okay for me. And I comparing all the options, I stay for SiteGround. So first thing first, SiteGround they uses Google Cloud hosting. Okay, Google Cloud hosting is one of the fastest, most reliable. I would say it's not one, but actually the fastest and most reliable options the market right now you can choose from. And the prices for Google Cloud going directly is very expensive. Okay, because of the service level they provide. But if you go for SiteGround, you can get a shared hosting and the shared hosting is saves you a ton lots of money. And the best thing about SiteGround using with shared hosting is that unlike other hosting services, which will just make you in the same environment, but SiteGround they will uh, separate, all right? Just like making walls between all these websites. So conceptually, your website is actually living on the same space, using the same storage CPU, but they already have a granular level of resources allocation. So you will not make your website crashes because your neighbor sucks, okay? In the layman term. So uh, another benefit I like it so much is SiteGround have the SiteGround Optimizer, which is a cache plugin. I don't want to go to much details, but in case you doesn't know, for WordPress website, cache plugin is a must-have, and a lot of function features like Mcache and all these juicy stuff actually cost you 4 to 5 plugins. Some of them is paid, and you can get it completely for free in one uh, plugins, right? This plugin work best. Okay, it can work with other hosting, but it work best. I have tried in the GT Matrix result with the SiteGround server itself. I think by common sense, right? Because it will have the best, the flushing of the cache and the integration of CDN, etc. So it's the best one with the SiteGround hosting itself. So the speed, right? The speed that they have, you can click on the link down below in the description area. It has a lot of content mentioning about the speed for SiteGround and teaches you why, how you can improve your speed, how to handle your site down. And one thing I like it is also the support from SiteGround. It's just marvelous. Uh, they would never tell you, hey, is it plugin issues, your frame issues, go and disable them. It's not kind of response that you would like to hear when you have a problem and your website's done, especially you are doing an e-commerce business. So you can block the traffic with the site tools within SiteGround. If you don't want to have some people going to website from some specific countries, use case maybe you do not even have um, selling to some places like China, and you don't want China or India or Thailand, Asia country to go to the website and make sense, right? So uh, they also have one of a very good plugin. Let me pull it up, which is the SiteGround Migrator. Okay, if you're using other hosting and you want to move to SiteGround, and SiteGround have the native SiteGround Migrator plugin. Okay, it's very easy to use. You just download it and then follow the few step actions. You might as well ask the support to do it for you if you're a new customer. Basically, 5 steps and you deal with done. Your WordPress website will complete transfer in it. And why it's good is because you do not even need to share your um, original hosting uh, login ID and access to them. They would even don't even need them. Okay, directly from your WordPress, you don't install this plugin, and you will move to your SiteGround environment. As simple as that. So the view is great. You can see from it, and it's update very frequently. So it's something that I definitely will have a plus point green big check with it if you are looking for the migrations. Uh, well, there's something that is not so good about SiteGround is that one thing is that they uses Linux. In case it doesn't know, it's not Windows, but uh, it's very hard to understand from a non-techie perspective. But if you can put it this way, is that um, it's just like a different operating system, okay? Just like an Apple and Android, all right? Or iOS and Android. So some people prefer Apple. Some people just prefer Android. So it completely depends on what you want and what you need, all right? So from the your customer's perspective, your perspective, your the visitor's perspective, the website is actually transparent. They do not have to experience any differences. So, but if you're a techie type of person, you want to get a hosting, get a Windows, and install your like you install a Counter Strike gaming on it, and you want to make your hosting not only for WordPress. You're not a blogger, you're not an e-commerce business, then Windows may have around more flexibility. But safe to say, if you are doing it only for blogging, WordPress businesses, Drupal, Joomla, all stuff, all this stuff, just go for SiteGround. Okay, the next is actually work best with these guys. Okay, so I don't really consider it's a bad point for me because I do not. I use SiteGround only for my website businesses, for my blogging businesses, and I do not use them for other purposes. Just like the points that I mentioned, so it doesn't really matter for me. And as I think is that it's actually a good point. But in case you're using some other, let me see, let me give it. Is the site 2, okay? So site 2 is the layout is something like this, all right? Just to give you they develop their own platform wheel. If you are using some other hosting solutions like Bluehost, Dreamhost, all this stuff, which they uses cPanel. cPanel is a paid version actually, but for this kind of hosting company, they need to pay money to use the cPanel so they can use let you to use it in the platform. Just like a content management system, okay? Just in a way, it means that Bluehost they do not have we call it GUI, okay, graphical user interface, and they use a cPanel to manage to let you to manage it. But SiteGround they abandoned it and they use the site too. For some, it will start you may have some I think 10 to 15 minutes learning curve. Safe to say because the position is all different. Okay, you click on this development and the speed and the site and create adding a domain. It will take a little bit of time, but trust me. After you use this cPanel before and you move to Site 2, you will love Site 2. Okay, and actually, this is one of the merits point from for SiteGround, right? So these are all points I can think of. I have a discount code down in the description area below. Click on it, and there's some article as well from to link to SiteGround. You can learn about it more about SiteGround in case you are comparing about whether to use the SiteGround. I wholeheartedly recommend you to go for SiteGround, and I hope you like this video. Please give me a like and the support, and I really appreciate that. Thank you very much, guys.